of dams there have failed.
And Kristen's here. Your sister just had her wedding. You guys it got right before this, right?
Yeah. You know what's interesting is I was talking to my dad last night. He's like, "Gosh, I haven't seen the sunshine in like weeks," and it's because they had this cutoff low that was just sitting over the Carolinas, just sitting there. I was tracking this for a week before my sister's wedding, trying to figure out how bad it was going to be, and they got tons and tons of rain. That system could just never kick out. It has finally kicked out, but this has been weeks they've been dealing with this same system just churning up, and then it ended up tapping into all of that really deep moisture over the past few days to bring in all the rains. The rains have stopped, but yeah, she's right. So there's still a couple of rivers out there that still haven't crested yet. They're not even set to crest until Thursday.
Wow.
So
what I thought was so interesting too is it is this system. It had nothing to do with Joaquin that eventually went off.
Thank goodness. Can you imagine if Joaquin had come in on top of all that too? It's just been such a mess down there. It's heartbreaking to see it all, and I just hope everybody's being safe. I know it's a dangerous situation out that way. Now, as far as things go here, we've had some changes, but definitely none of that rain. It has been really dry for us. We had a few sprinkles up near Astoria earlier today, but all in all, it's just been mainly cloud cover and a much, much cooler day. Yesterday, you were in the low 80s, a record high for you, and today, temperatures struggling to get out of the 60s, only 61 degrees right now in Astoria. Same thing for Newport. So we have definitely cooled things down for coastal areas. Meanwhile, along I-5, temperatures in the low to mid 70s, so a good bit cooler than yesterday, but we're still above average. Our normal high is 69 in Portland for this time of the year, so we are way above that. And of course, you get east of the Cascades and lots of sunshine here really warm things up. That ridge of high pressure allowing those temperatures to crank up into the upper 70s and low 80s, but that ridge is on its way out. Southerly flow is in, and that's going to bring in quite a bit of moisture. In fact, it's going to be downright muggy around here for the next few days, so get ready for that, dealing with the hair and all that good stuff, but also it is going to bring in some much needed rain. So 76 degrees right now. You can see the clouds already rolling on through. We're going to continue with the southerly wind as we go through the overnight hours tonight, and that'll keep temperatures on the mild side in the 60s. The clouds will continue to build in, and after midnight, we say dry before midnight, but after midnight, we'll start to see a few sprinkles moving in, and then we're going to have to watch for rain as we go towards tomorrow morning. So lows tonight down into the middle and upper 50s, so very mild for us thanks to that moisture moving in and this warm front passing through. As you head east, temperatures down into the 40s for Bend and into the upper 30s for Burns and Baker City. So here's a look at the cloud cover. You can see some of those sprinkles just off the coast right now. We'll continue to see that moisture move in. In fact, there's a low that's going to be tracking up to the north. And so even though it's staying away from us, it is sending in all this moisture our way. You can see how the clouds are already streaming in, and some of that moisture fairly deep. And so with this disturbance lifting back to the north, it could bring out a little bit of rain. And so we're going to be tracking rain likely from northern central portions of the valley on up towards the Oregon-Washington border as we go towards the first half of the day. And then this system kicks out of there. Then Thursday, we're in between systems, and then Friday we gear up for yet another system to move in, and this one is tropical origin. So taking you back down towards Hawaii, we have Hurricane Oho here, 85-mile-an-hour sustained winds. This thing is going to try to stay intact, and it's going to continue to head to the north and northeast. And so right now it doesn't look like it's going to land here or come close to our coastline, but it's going to skirt us so that it's going to throw in even more moisture in our direction. And between Thursday night and early Friday, it could come close enough to us that it could ramp up those winds for the coast, maybe even bring in some breezy conditions for the valley. Right now, again, it looks like it's going to land back to our north, and so that would keep all the really, really heavy rains back to our north. But we are going to see that moisture increase, and so we're going to have to watch for the potential that we could even see some soaking rains out of that. So that forecast still could alter a little bit. So as we go, the track could a little bit as we go towards the end of the week. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on that and keeping you updated as to how it looks to pan out. As for now, just waiting for that rain for it to come in for tomorrow morning. So we wake up tomorrow morning mostly cloudy. Here we are at 6:30. We have scattered light rain. A lot of it lifts to the north. We'll continue to see that happening across parts of the metro area for the first half of the day. Then it's mainly cloud cover after that. Temperatures stuck in the 60s for highs thanks to the clouds. And then we get to Thursday, break between systems. We'll see a lot of cloud cover, but I think we'll see some breaks in it to get some sunshine. That probably paints a worse picture than what it's really going to be like. And then we get to Friday, and here comes that system that rolls on through. That's going to bring in those rain chances as we go into Friday afternoon and Saturday. So highs tomorrow, upper 60s and 70s, 70s out to the east. Watching for those rain chances, especially farther to the north. And then we're going to be looking at that break on Thursday. So 69 tomorrow, clouds decrease Thursday, mid 70s Friday, watching for showers to roll in. Saturday showers likely, and again, it could be potentially on the heavy side. And then we're looking at unsettled weather sticking around through early next week with highs staying in the 60s. So this dry, really mild, warm weather is moving on out of here, and we're getting ready for a more active weather pattern.
This would be a good time too to download our weather app with all those changes.
Yes, with all the changes, especially when we have a system like this tracking a hurricane that, I mean, it's not going to head right at us, but it's going to be close enough that we can get some impacts from it. So you'll want to stay tuned for that.
Okay,
all right,
thanks, Kristen.
Medical supply.